Hi, this is Lindsay, one of the co-hosts of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Your Life Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Mariah White, and I am a passionate pediatric nurse practitioner and fired up health and happiness coach, here to deliver a message to you. This podcast is meant to provide a hope and a dream that fuels your soul to dream big and to dream bold and to inspire and empower you to live out your wildest freaking dreams and to grab a hold onto the unwavering truth that you were made for more. What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of Your Life Matters. I am so grateful that you're here and humbled and excited. And I just want to dive into today, just head first, deep into your heart, and really hit home with you. If you right now are going through a circumstance and it is scaring you, it is making you afraid, it's making you anxious, it's doing something within you that has stirred up the pot, I need you to take a deep breath. I need you to sit here right now on this Tuesday or whenever you're listening to this recording and really be present with me. I need you to understand that you cannot allow other people and their emotions to disqualify you from your dreams, your goals, your vision, or your purpose. Other people do not hold the power over you to disqualify you from this life. But here's something even more powerful. Do not allow your past or your self-limiting beliefs to disqualify you from your dreams. Sometimes it's other people, but sometimes it's us. We start to limit ourselves. We start to believe that we aren't made for more. We start to believe that we aren't designed for a greater purpose. We start to believe that we aren't enough. We allow ourselves to hold us back. And then we have these self-limiting beliefs that we're not enough, and we disqualify us from the greatest life ever. We disqualify ourselves from believing that we were made for more. Friend, sister, I need you to hear me. You were made for incredible things. You were designed to be amazing. You are created for such a plan and purpose in this life. God chose you. He made you. He designed you. And He gave you this goal. He gave you this dream. He gave you this vision. And He's put it in your heart. And somehow, some way, someone or ourselves has allowed us to feel like we can't tap into it. Somehow, some way, we've been conditioned to believe that that won't ever happen. We can't achieve that. That's not meant for us, but it's a good thought. Oh, that's a dream that I have, but. Do not allow other people to disqualify you from this life and from your goals and for the purpose that you have here on earth. But do not allow yourself, your past, or your circumstance to do the same thing. You, my friend, are made for incredible things. I think about my sweet baby girl, Bianca, 9 months old. As I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about as she's learning and she's pulling up to stand and she's trying to learn to stand by herself and she's grabbing stuff and she's pulling up on things and she's opening drawers and pulling stuff out and putting things back in the drawer. All of these things that she's learning, she is fearless. She is the most sassy 9-month-old I've ever seen, but she is fearless in her pursuit of, I'm going to do this until I get it, even if I really physically can't. And we as children had that same drive. But at some point, with the amount of no's and redirection and stop and you're going to hurt yourself, all these things that we've heard, within good reason, obviously, but we heard that so many times that even though Bianca thinks at one point, she probably thinks she can fly, right? And she'll attempt it. But at the end of the day, we all know how that's going to happen because instilled, X, Y, and Z, i.e. gravity, right? Like we understand what's going to happen, but that belief, there's probably nothing that I could tell her, no, you can't do without her at least trying it. And that's how we learn. That's how we grow. Bianca's not afraid that when she sits there and she tries to stand up, that she falls back down. Because guess what? 20 seconds later, she's trying to do it again. But yet we stop and we get discouraged and we allow other people to judge us and make us feel like a certain way and disqualify us. And we feel like we can't attempt a goal or a dream because it's going to be embarrassing or that we're going to fail. Good. Fail and fail forward and try again. We allow other people to disqualify us, or we allow ourselves to disqualify us. We allow the way that things are made to make us feel to say, okay, maybe that's just not a good fit for us. And I remember as I would put Bianca on her stomach, probably around, I think it was like 4 months, 5 months, she started to figure out how to crawl. But I remember when I would put her on her stomach, she'd get so frustrated, so mad because she knew she wanted the toy, but she didn't know how to get there. And I would let her do it. I would let her cry it out because she had to figure it out. And then I'd kind of help her scoot her little butt, scoot her little feet, and she'd figure it out. And once she figured it out, she took off. And then she went from crawling to immediately wanting to pull up to stand because she wanted to see everything. She wanted to get to everything. And no matter how many times I redirect her, tell her to choose better make better choices, or say no because she's putting her hand somewhere it doesn't need to be, she'll go back to it because she wants to figure out why. So I've gotten to the point where I allow her to get a couple bumps and bruises and scrapes because then she'll learn why. I don't want her to ever feel like I'm limiting her from her beliefs or dreams. Obviously, she's 9 months old. There's a form of protection, right? I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that we've lost that instinct as a child. We're more afraid of what we can't do or what somebody says we can't do or how people are going to think or feel about us if we do a certain thing, that we forgot the tendencies as a child that we had, that was instilled in us, to try and try again and try again and try again and fail and get up, fail and get up, fail and get up. And I think about that with Alicia, her sister, and what I call my bonus daughter. Like, she's 5, and I remember the first time we went out to the park and we started to race, right? Like, immediately halfway through, everybody's like, Mariah, you're supposed to let her win. That's not the point. But immediately halfway through, she realized that I'm running, and I'm not running full speed. I'm not a complete jerk, but I'm not going to let her win just because she's a kid. And halfway through, she stopped. And her mom and I both were like, no, keep going. Like, you don't quit. You don't do these things. But there was something in her between, and this is a normal childhood development. I'm saying that as a pediatrician, but between 9 months of Bianca being like, I'm going to crawl all the way to the other side of the house, nobody's going to stop me. And between 5, where Alicia's like, no, I'm losing. I don't want to lose. It's embarrassing. It's that shift, right? We all go through it. There's a shift that happens, and it's our job as adults, our jobs as parents, our jobs as people to make sure that we reinsert. It's okay to fail. You don't have to feel embarrassed. You just have to keep going. And we as adults need to put that back in, because we redirect our kids, right? It's okay to fail. It's okay to get back up. But what are we showing them? Are we failing at things? Are we giving up on things? Are we allowing other people to disqualify us from our dreams? Monkey see, monkey do, right? So let's empower not just our kids, but ourselves and our people that we surround ourselves with and the people that we love on, to put back that fearless, relentless belief in our goals, in our dreams. Do not allow anyone else to disqualify you from your purpose. You are made for incredible things. You are made for a purpose. So friend, I love you. I needed to share that with you. If you right now are allowing other people or your past or your circumstance to disqualify you from success in this life, I want you to know there's success everywhere and there's so much room at the top. A lot of people will stop at the mile and it's crowded, but a lot of people won't run the 5K. Even less people will run the half marathon. And not too many people will get to that full marathon. And there's only a select few that will actually achieve running an Ironman. Success isn't hard. You aren't limited to success. You limit yourself. Success is not above you. You are capable of the most incredible life. You just have to choose to get back up. All right, guys, I hope that this resonated with you. Please go over to iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever platform that you're listening to, and leave a rating, review, tag me on social media, especially on Instagram at Dr. Fitwhite. I am so excited for you and this year and all of your goals and your dreams, and I'm so humbled that I get to be a part of it. So I will catch you on another episode next Tuesday of Your Life